Yo, and we are live. Come one, come all, nothing but love, nothing but respect. You know what we do, what we don't, what we isn't, and what we is here today. On this great day, bringing you guys and girls some One Piece greatness, alright? And I'm damn well excited and I'm damn well happy to be here today. And I'm sorry if I sound a bit tired. I feel really deflated today, just exhausted, and under the pump. For those of you that may know, I've been absolutely pumped lately, juggling working full time, doing videos and streaming and stuff like that, while also being in the process of moving houses. So it's been pretty full on at the moment, and yeah, so we're getting through it. But we are here today for chapter 1034 of One Piece. The chapter has not dropped yet. I've been going live a little bit earlier before the chapters drop because as soon as I get into the proofreading stage, it means they're ready to drop sort of any minute, you know what I mean? So we will be here live talking One Piece greatness prior to the chapter dropping. I can already see Get Well in the chat. Good to see you, Get. How are you, mate? Also, it gives me a bit of time to talk. I'm pretty sure last week I ran out of time to do my discussion video on Sunday from memory. So also gives me a bit of a chance to talk about last chapter and sort of what my thoughts were on last chapter. Now that we've gone through it, and I had a bit of a extra time this week to go through it, because last chapter was an absolute. Oh, never mind. The chapter's already out. I don't even get to talk about it. Oh, what? There's a break next week? Oh no, yeah, I saw that. Oh, that kills me. That kills me, my guy. But yo, the chapter's already out. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point in time. I'm just here we go. Let's get straight into it, and then we'll do the chit chat after. One Piece, chapter 1034, Sanji versus Queen. So if this is Sanji versus Queen, next chapter I think is gonna be Zoro versus King. In all honesty, if we're getting to those sorts of chapters, oh, Queen's not gonna go down this chapter. Surely not. Surely not. Interesting. Yo, if you haven't read the chapter, or if you want to read the chapter along with me, you know what to do, right? Join the Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description down below. Go over to the chapter links in the Discord, and the chapter's over there. Be sure to check it out. But let's get straight into this. So we've got Usopp, and he's in a sniping competition. 1 year's worth of juice, top prize. That's pretty funny, and he's playing with some minks and that. But is that a? Someone correct me if I'm wrong here. Is that a I can't tell if that's a, because I haven't seen it, or well, I haven't read it properly. Is that mask a Is it a Tony Yasu? Like, is it a Yasui reference, or is it more along the lines of a Demon Slayer reference? Because I think I've seen that mask before relating to something to do with Demon Slayer, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, cover request by Ebby. Usopp wins prizes for kids at a shooting range during a festival. That's cute. I love to see that. Yeah, that's some good little development for Usopp there. Nice haircut. Oh, true. You haven't seen me since I got my haircut. That makes sense. Like I said last weekend, just sort of turned into a blur for me. Yes, I did get a haircut. Thank you for noticing. Chibi, Carrot, and Beppo. I did see a little carrot there. I didn't know if that was meant to be Beppo or not, because he's got a little tuffle on the top of his head. You know what I mean? Yeah, alright, let's get into this. Skull Dome, Left Brain Tower, Pleasure Whore. A mighty explosion. Kia! Yeah, you gotta do it. Kia! Osome! Get back, you'll get hurt. Kia! Ooh, is that a woman tied up there? Is she bound? We should move deeper into the castle, but I still haven't found Chuji. Don't worry about him. I'm sure he's fine. You have to take care of yourself. We need to try and find a way off this island. Things are so bad, it might be best to try and escape Wano itself. That's it. I've got it. Yo, is this Momo? I am as much of a dragon as... Yeah, this is Momo. I am as much of a dragon as Kaido. That means I can grab his flame clouds. Yeah. If I cannot force the island back, I can at least stop it from getting any closer. I have to prevent the worst case scenario. Yeah. Yo, I've been rereading I'm rereading all of One Piece, but I've been rereading parts of Wano as well. When I don't have my physical copy of my manga on hand to reread the whole series. One thing I noticed is Kanjuro had two fake outs where he was Odin, and it made the nine scabbards, the red scabbards, a tear broken, but they had to put him down. It's gonna be really funny because remember, Shinobi was crying her eyes out because adult Momo, 28-year-old Momo, now looks dead set like Odin. So imagine when it's all said and done and all the dust has settled, and Momo turns back and he looks like Odin, and one of the scabbards goes to pull their blade and is like, "We will not fall for this again, Kanjuro!" And Momo's like, wait, it's me, what the... Having Momo grow so much confidence is really refreshing with this arc. Yo, it really is. I've been loving adult Momo. Momo... Oh, not just adult Momo. Momo, this arc has just been like... chef kiss. Because having just gone through, not too long ago, Punk Hazard and that, when Momo was first introduced, and even when I was week to week back then, it's like... it didn't hit the same. You know? Like, getting to read and watch One Piece in bulk sometimes is a lot better than having to... read week to week, because you don't necessarily get a good picture of the arc or character arc that Oda's going for, you know? I can at least stop it from getting any closer. So we're almost right over the capital. I have to prevent the worst case scenario. Yeah, this island will not destroy the flower capital while I still draw a breath. Inside the Skull Dome live floor. We've got to force our way out. Hold them back. Yo, and they're still struggling going back and forth against them. Like, this battle's been raging for a minute now. Momo skinny Odin. I don't know if you saw like the arm of adult Momo, he looks as thick as Odin. He looks pretty chattily. Skull Dome, left brain tower, pleasure hall. Yo, and we got... what the fuck? Sparking Queen. That sort of looks like Ichichi's move. He's Sparking Valkyrie, doesn't it? Doing the laser beams out the eye. Yo, Queen is actually some bullshit. Yo, his claws can shoot lasers, his eyes can shoot lasers. This man's rolling around here just like discount Superman, just going heat vision, heat vision, heat vision. It makes sense why he's worth a bill. I mean, like, it's no Kizaru, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, dude can just look in your direction and put a hole in you. That's pretty filthy. What the... he can shoot beams from his eyes? Oh, yeah, okay, so it really was like, Ichichi's. Yeah. Sparking Valkyrie. Oh! I see what's happening. I fucking see you, Oda. You don't need to put it out. You don't need to spell it out for me. Queen's got the German mods too, does he? Or at least some capacity of it. He doesn't have the exoskeleton, but he's got the laser eyes and Niji's electricity. Henry Queen. That's like Henry Needle, except it's not a knee. Yo. Henry Blazer. Yo, yeah, okay, so it is... yo, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Sanji's getting a zap from it. Mwahahaha. Do you get it now? Yo, and he's shooting the eye laser beams. Yo, this is... Queen does not get enough love. Look at this man. Look at him. Queen's walking around with his chest puffed out like, anything you can do, I can do better. I'm just like Katakuri to you. Yo, These are Germa 66's techniques. I wanted to show you them. Whoa. After you use your suit to morph. Judge's sons are the culmination of his scientific work. I was hoping to crush you while you had that suit on. That would have shown that bastard once and for all that his tech can't hold a candle to mine. Get it? Stealth Black? Your feud has nothing to do with me. Ooh. I was playing dumb earlier. I've dug up everything there is to know about Germa's science. Yo, so his neck and arm really is like Yonji's then, is it? Like the winch green? So Queen is literally just like a you know, big bottle of German DNA just shook up and given a little bit of cyborg tech with a dino body. Yo, that's actually kind of cool. Because it makes sense. It makes sense because he was with Judge and that. But it also makes sense then that Vegapunk would have all this technology for the Marines as well. And because Vegapunk's smarter than the other dudes, I wouldn't put it past him to have this plus gigantification almost mastered. Queen is such a troll. He wants Power Rangers battle. Yeah, dude. Queen... What Queen wants is he wants the Germa siblings to do docking, right? Queen's coming up here just like, I'm like Godzilla, bitch, except I'm Mechazilla. Let's do this. I want you Power Rangers to go full Megazord and fight me, and I'll just still get there, just go, yeah, blast. So Queen has a bone to pick with Judge, huh? It really makes me wonder how expansive Vegapunk's original science group was back in the day. I mean, there's a lot of tech, like, you've got the Germa, you got the lineage factor, which ties directly to devil fruits, modifying DNA and giving people superpowers, right? You've got cyborg abilities like Yonji, Queen, and the Pacifistas. You've got clone technology like the Pacifistas and the Vinsmokes, right? All we need now is like implement some like sea stone in there, like you know how they have sea stone under the hulls of the marine ships so that the Neptunians don't come after them. All you need is some sea stone added in there, and then like you know throw a sprinkle of gigantification in there from time to time, and some like mastered smile fruits, and you got yourself a concoction of mads, man. SSG is more hyped than this, dude. I mean, Queen's a 2nd Division commander. Like, low key, could you imagine if Vegapunk just rolls out, like, 10 dudes as strong as Queen? And it's just like, yeah, we're just gonna use these to try and gang up on someone. I mean, it's impressive. My arsenal can replicate anything your brothers can do. Again, with my family. Winch Danton. I don't remember that one. Is that the one where he was spinning people around? Winch Queen. I love how Queen just shoves his name in everything. Yo, Queen. Queen's a lot of things, but like, the most important thing is like, yo, listen to the brand. Listen to the brand, boys and girls. Queen Winch. Mwahaha. Oh, fuck. Oh! Woo! Look at this man coming in with his high kick. Yo, just takes Queen's hand off or claw off. Huh? What have you done? My arm. Yo, and it blew up a bit. Yo! How dare you, you dirty brat. Yo, that's... Sanji out here kicking Dr. Ock's limbs off like a madman. How dare you, you dirty brat. I warned you. Don't ever mention them in front of me. Yo, Queen's down an arm now. Is he going to use it like a Gatling, though? You think you control what I say? Flanchette strike. Is that, Flanchette, is that like ribs? All Sanji's attacks, and I really noticed it on my reread through, all Sanji's attacks are based off, like, what it is he's kicking, but culinarily wise. Yeah, we've had 21 people watch this video. We've got 4 current viewers. Yo, drop comments in the comment section down below. You know, make your presence known, guys. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. All right, immortalize yourself in this great Queen chapter. Apparently, hurts, huh? Did you think I would just let you dominate the fight? There's no way you didn't feel that kick that sent you flying earlier. We've been going all out for a while, so it's no use. We're getting weaker. Yeah, and Queen's bleeding from the nose and he's sweating. Queen's like, nah, man, I'm not getting weaker. You're getting weaker, man. I don't get weak. I'm Queen. Sanji's combination of DNA modification. Queen pulling off the cheesy detour around trademark. Yeah. Yo, Queen's got future sight, man. Queen's sitting there with future sight, just like, gotta avoid this copyright. Whoo, whoo. Oh, this. He's you! Oh, that took me a moment to fucking notice that. Invisibility. Yo. So is this what Sanji's modification is meant to be? Like, I know we had, like, the stealth black with the suit, but is Sanji gonna be meant to do this, like, just naturally? Yo. Sanji's about to fight Queen. We're gonna see whether or not observation Haki can get around invisibility. We're gonna find out whether or not Shiryu's useless. Yo! Okay. At this point in time, I'd argue that Sanji's durability is overall better than Zoro's because of his exoskeleton enhancement, but the Moss Head still takes the cake in arm and Haki and overall power. Yo, Zoro may be a tank, and he may have a lot of HP, but he's also, like, he gets hit unnecessarily, where Sanji avoids a lot more attacks. So, I get what you mean. Yo, the difference is I've found my resolve and accepted my fate. I'm not the same man you fought on the live floor. Yo, and Queen goes invisible and Sanji's like, oh, shit. Show me then. Let's see how you've changed. Next up is your technique, Stealth Black. You sure do have a lot of tricks up your sleeve. Yo, and Sanji's just disappeared. Huh? He disappeared too. Yo! Look at this man, Queen! Yo, he's just doing the Adele face while invisible. He's just like, yo. Oh. Wait, so has Sanji unveiled the ability to peek into women's baths without being seen? Ooh. Ooh. But he isn't even wearing the suit. No, he's moving faster than the eye can see. He'll have to reappear when he's out of stamina. What a stupid attempt to counter me. Oh, so he's not invisible. He's just moving fast. Yo, the speed feats for Sanji are actually coming, like, till even after image, which Sanji has done in the past, right? You need to move. You need to be moving so fast that you're in an area for 0.4 milliseconds, right? I think it's something like that, or 0.40 milliseconds, right? But also somewhere like, oh, dude, Sanji is literally just, yo, the speed feat while fighting someone like Queen has observation hug. We got that confirmed. Yo, and what's this? Squeak, squeak, squeak. There you are, Kyuji. You're okay. Oh, this is the chick that Sanji hit. Yeah, right. Chuji, over here quickly. Squeak, squeak. The fighting could break out again at any second. Osome? That tramp. She refused my summons dozens of times. She even rejected me today, but she seems perfectly fine. She was my number one ever since Kumarasaki met her tragic end. I thought she was bedridden due to a terrible migraine. It's funny that she can apparently walk around carefree now. Yo, Queen's about to beat up a woman and Sanji is about to murder this man. Creek? I guess I haven't dished out enough divine punishment yet. Have some more. Oh, is he the one that hit her? The other chapter? Because is that the chick that Sanji apparently hit? Is it actually Queen that hit her while he's invisible? No, because Queen came walking down the hallway. That can't be right. I have more tools at my disposal now. A sturdy access. Let's go! Yo! The Straw Hat's wings. We've got the swordsman from the underworld as the left wing, and as the right wing, the mighty strong flappy flap wing. We have the prince of evil kingdom of science, the only one that we know of the Vinsmokes that can use Haki. He's going in a sturdy exoskeleton, enhanced strength and super speed. I'll make use of them all. Oh, I can just tell this man is about to come in like a fucking god. Yes. If I pair the exoskeleton protection with my arm and Haki training, my legs should be able to stand flames even. Sanji is going up in temp. Yo. I fricked Jambe. So is that like a new mode above Diable Jambe? Because those flames look a bit brighter. The speed and weight behind my kicks will be on another level. I understand now. It was you who hit her, didn't you, Queen? You're nothing but trash. Yo, let's go! Collier. Yo, and Queen is just about to hit this guy. Yo, so he picked out Queen while Queen was invisible and kicked him back into visibility. So, okay, observation Haki works against the Vinsmoke version of invisibility. That is good to know. That is actually good to know. Yo, we got 5 people viewing. Yo, drop a comment in the chat. What do we have here? Gods is different. Sanji's chivalry lives on. Queen's invisible, so he's the one. I don't think it was Queen, though, because the silhouette of the stranger was a lot smaller. Yeah, but that could be Sanji there, standing in front of her, and she just got hit by an invisible Queen behind them. Extra hot, super fast, super strength. I wanted to see White Fire from Sanji now. Yo, 100%. Do you know what? This might even be White Fire for all we know. Because he did reference it a few chapters ago. The silhouette was definitely Sanji, but the one who attacked his queen, yeah. Maybe my eyes are going wonky lols. White Fire, Zoro, Black Sword. Yo, the wings of the Pirate King are gonna be mighty indeed. What? Queen Summer, yo, so Sanji does a collier strike, hits this man in the neck, sending him face first into the floor. Yo, my man is juggling this. What, Queen Summer? Basse Cote, Paloins, Jumeur, a Biftek, Tenderun, Flanchette, Queer, Pierre, Jarret. Get out of my sight, scum. Yo, he's just kicking the shit out of this man. Bioff burst. Yo! Yo, that is badass. One Piece will be on break on the next issue. Oh, look, I can't even be mad. Yo, look at the color spread for this shit. Sanji's just like, yo, Sanji just let Queen have a little combo and then Sanji's like, you done? Alright. I copped yours, you're copping mine now. He just juggled this man, kicking him front and back. absolutely dropped him. He was just twirling around, kicking the shit out of him. Yo. And he sends him launching with a massive kick at the end. And there's some, like, electric... Oh. Well, he's got Haki infused with it, yo. And all good to see you, mate. White Fire, Zoro, Black Blade. Oh, that'll be cool. And Luffy's Crimson, yo. Beef Burst, White Lightning. Hint that maybe he has Niji's power. His legs are burning. Where's the White Lightning might just be from like the speed of the impact, or it might be like trying to show armament haki being used with Diable Jambe a bit, because we know that's sort of been done in the past. Because it might be like the hotter version of armament haki lightning, because he says he was using armament haki, but we don't really see any of the like cracking effects. Sanji might have to fix his raid suit. I feel there is another power-up going to happen with it. Yo, potentially. Has Sanji unlocked the electric grills and ovens? Yeah. Yeah, I like that, actually. I like that. He's got induction stove top. He's just going to be whipping around until Queen bursts into flames. Not sure if Sanji can get it back, though, because he straight up stomped on it and detonated into smoke. Plus, Zoro and Usopp don't know German technology. I mean, okay, I will say this. The Vinsmoke technology is made from memory shape alloy, which is what Shogun Frankie is made from. Shogun Frankie is a mixture of memory shape alloy and Wapple metal and stuff like that, right? We also know that Usopp and Frankie were going to look at the raid suit prior to the raid. So they could make Sanji his own raid suit after the raid with the technology, just not have it be what the raid suit was originally. You know, make Sanji actually have a suit that he's comfortable with, that looks good. That's a raid suit. You know what I mean? Like, just because the raid suit Stealth Black was broken doesn't mean there's not a new raid suit on the way for Sanji made by his friends, potentially. Yo, we've got 33 people that have watched this chapter so far. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for more notifications for content like this. Follow me on the socials and all that good stuff. Yo, this was a quick chapter, though. Great chapter. I mean, yo, Queen is a monster. I think the fight ends since Sanji put all of his strength to that attack, and maybe Oda was wrapping up the arc. Queen's definitely hurt, but I don't think he's necessarily knocked out here. I am torn between wanting to end the arc and wanting for it to end, and not wanting for it to end. Well, I mean, like I said, I've been rereading, like, within the last 12 chapters, the Topirapa went down, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like it was so long ago now, but the arc's been moving fairly fast-paced for a while. The problem is, if we're doing a 5-act play and we're still close to ending Act 3, there might be a lot more that happens that we're not aware of. He might have to find a way through. Maybe Frankie, his father, or Vegapunk, or maybe the raid suit is somehow not really destructible. I mean, it is really durable. Honestly, though, I don't think this is the end of Queen, as I'm betting he still has a lot going for him. I mean, does Queen need anything more? He's a 2nd Division commander. He's got armament haki, observation haki. He's a cyborg. He can shoot lasers. He can use electricity. He's got extendable robot parts, and he can turn invisible. I mean, at this point in time, Queen has far exceeded what any other 2nd Division commander other than Ace has shown so far in the story. Like, Queen's got some versatility, man. He's impressive. He's definitely impressive. Since Sanji specifically said also that Queen is hurting by Sanji's attacks before Ifrit Jambe. So is Ifrit Jambe a new mode? Like Diablo Jumbo is just using the devil leg, where Ifrit Jumbo is using devil leg, exoskeleton, and Haki, combining it and just like charging it with the super speed. Yeah, Sanji actually looks like an absolute monster right now. Like, dude, he's literally juggling a multi-ton creature like it's a goddamn soccer ball here. In terms of the fight, yes, but story-wise, he's got to go down a few chapters before Kaido. No, not necessarily. It depends on what the conflict is of this arc, because we were sold that the Beast Pirates and Big Mom Pirate Alliance was the, like, yeah, they're what we need to take out here, right? But what could potentially happen is all the Beast Pirates go down, something bad happens, that ends Act 3, and then CP0 that we know are on the shoreline show up. They bring in a whole bunch of like other crazy stuff, and then the real conflict is weakened allies versus the Cypher Poles, while Luffy, Kid, and Law try and juggle Big Mom and Kaido. You know? Have you read the last chapter of One Piece Ace chapter? I haven't uploaded it yet, but I skimmed. I've read the chapter. Yeah. Holy shit. I haven't uploaded the video, but I've read it. I've read it. Ace is a goddamn beast. I actually got shitty today because I saw someone comment that it makes no sense that Ace was so powerful and got nerfed so hard in Marineford. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, you don't understand story context with baseless comments like that. You just don't understand the context. Like, Ace did like a great flame commandment in the chapter. Oh, if you haven't checked out the chapter, go check it out. It's in the link. Chapter links in the Discord. Go check out that damn chapter. It's chef kiss, right? It made me tear up like crazy at the end with my boy Deuce, but yeah, especially with his new career. But you know, Ace does great flame commandment, and he's just sitting there, just rocking it with an array of giant dragons of fire flying around. Whitebeard literally just goes in with a left hook and deletes the entire attack. I don't even know if he technically used his devil fruit. I think he may have, but like, oh my god, so good. I think what happened with Ace is that he lost his will and didn't recover, and that's why he died. No. Like, I get what you mean, Ixo, but a lot of people just don't understand the context of Marineford. For the Marines, it was a defense asset denial mission. You know, it was deny Whitebeard retrieving Ace, execute Ace eventually, and protect your home country to show like we can bring anyone to us and still beat them. It doesn't matter if you're the strongest man in the world. We got you. You know what I mean? Whereas for the Whitebeard pirates, it was infiltration, asset retrieval, and defense. Like defend their crew to escape. So it's sort of like both sides were in an all-out war against each other, but they had to defend each other because they can't just go out and like kill everyone. Like if the same thing happened, but the Marines didn't capture Ace, right? If they didn't have Ace, Whitebeard would be on the horizon, just going, "I'm sinking the island," quake, 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 shit going everywhere. And the only people that would survive are like people strong enough to, you know, survive an island being sunk. You know what I mean? Whereas, like, and people were like, "Oh, you know, you got so nerfed, you got so nerfed." It's like, dude was equaling our Kiji, right? And he got overpowered by Akainu. Yeah, no shit. He's a second division commander. I mean, the same thing happened to Marco and Jozu. You know what I mean? If Blackbeard had any other fruit instead of Yami Yami no Mi, he would have been killed by Ace on Monaro Island. Dude. Okay, do you know what's hard with Monaro Island? Blackbeard told his crew to ditch, and his crew ditched, right? So it was Ace versus Blackbeard. Blackbeard had only sort of freshly gotten his fruit and wasn't sort of super used to it. Ace went into that going like, I need to stop this thing, but Ace was a little blinded by rage, right? Blackbeard does not get enough credit for the fact that he beat Ace so bad that he was able to keep him alive and cuff him and take him to the world government. Like, to beat someone so much that they're either knocked out, not dead, just knocked out, you gave them a clean KO, or you got them to a point where they physically couldn't defend themselves in any capacity, right? That shows some dominance there. Blackbeard does not get enough credit for that. I don't think so, because he did something to Shanks even without the fruit. I mean, yeah, Blackbeard is a mystery in terms of power scaling. No. Blackbeard isn't a mystery, right? Blackbeard with no fruit is commander level. Not top 3 necessarily, but Blackbeard with no fruit is commander level. Backstab Thatch, 4th Division commander, depending on what you want to range your commanders at, right? He may have backstabbed him, but he still beat a commander, alright? Commander level. Then he gets the Yummy Yummy no Mi. Then he's cleanly, with the Yummy Yummy no Mi, above a 2nd Division commander, which means he's a 1st Division commander or higher at that point in time, right? Because he beat Ace, was able to physically capture Ace. We know somewhat, right, that if a if a commander level person is caught not fully on guard, they can get one shot by a Yonko. Essentially, like, the Yonko are like 2 to 4 times stronger than a 1st commander. It's ridiculous, right? But it's like, Blackbeard in that time, like, he cleanly took out Ace. You got to remember, a lot of people underrate Blackbeard because he got dusted by Magellan and Whitebeard, but like, Magellan, he's not a top 3 commander character, but he is, in the sense that, like, he's in an environment where he gets boosted stats because he just poisons the whole area and everyone's dead and there's no defense, really, right? So it's like, people that Blackbeard have gone up against, they're all in that same threshold, and he either dominated them when he wasn't at a disadvantage, or he had luck on his side, right? Got to Whitebeard. Whitebeard beat the shit out of that man. And a lot of people would be like, oh, he's useless because of that. But then you forget, Blackbeard after that got his fruit, went toe-to-toe with Sengoku and Garp, right? And then a year later proceeded to beat the Whitebeard pirate remnants so badly that the world called it an unrelenting defeat. It was so both sides, all we know from that is both sides brought in reinforcements, and in the end the Blackbeard pirates significantly dominated the Whitebeard pirates, right? So Blackbeard doesn't get enough credit. I mean, like, I may be putting my neck out here and saying this because this is one of my opinions, and I know it's a red hot take, but even now, from what I'm seeing from Big Mom and Kaido, I still think old Whitebeard was the strongest Yonko, because I think his Devil Fruit, the Quake Fruit, it does... Defensively, the Quake Fruit is like Bartolomeo's Barrier. Like, outright it is. We've seen it block elemental attacks, non-physical attacks, and physical attacks, right? Especially if you've read the Ace novel, you know how well Whitebeard has control over that, or the Ace novel manga. Whitebeard is strong enough to literally control his Quakes to go, like, attack someone, go around another person, and then attack behind them. You know what I mean? Like, Whitebeard was a god. Like, dude, it's hard, because it's like, Prime Whitebeard was equal to Roger, right? Prime Whitebeard and Roger, I think, are like a step above the other Yonko. Old Whitebeard's on the same tier as the Yonko. You can place him wherever you want to place him. I don't really care, but it's like, based on his fruit, anything that Kaido's shown me so far gets equaled with the Quake fruit. Now, you might think it's a bit of an arse pull, but Blackbeard spent 20 to 30 years. It was 20 years, because Odin was there. Blackbeard spent 20 years, right? Blackbeard spent 20 years on Whitebeard's crew watching him use that fruit, right? While also studying the shit out of the dark fruit. So when Blackbeard got the Yummy Yummy no fruit and he got his fruit that he wanted, just think about the fact that, like, Blackbeard was over 1st Division commanders, when he had both fruits fresh off the bat, right? Him with a year to 2 years to train that ability, with the fact that he knew how Pops used the techniques and how Pops used the abilities, to just sit there and go, I can do this. Like, you gotta think, it took Luffy a decade to go from my arm is rubber and stretches without my control to going, I can use gear 1, I can use gear 2, gear 3, gear 4, you know what I mean? You can't, like, take all the years that every other Devil Fruit user has had to try and figure out how to use their fruit, and then Blackbeard essentially just watched an instruction video on how to do that. And once he got that fruit, it's just like I sit here and I teeter-tot, because I'm like, on one hand, Blackbeard could get a new fruit, and it's like, oh my god, he's god. On the other hand, I'm like, he doesn't need a new fruit, because he's got the perfect defense, perfect offense, and he's got an ability that negates other people's fruits. And something that we haven't seen him do or try to do yet is, what if he coats himself in darkness? Like, we know he's not intangible, and he's got to preemptively activate his dark fruit, but what if he just coats his whole body in darkness, and he's literally walking around and no attack can hit him? You just get sucked into his pocket dimension. It's like Karibu, except Haki doesn't work. For all we know, that's an ability he'll have, but the problem with that is, like, for him to have full body, he's got to cover his face, and in which case he doesn't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll get to some of these comments now. Yeah, Blackbeard is a mystery in terms of power scaling. I think the will has some effects on the ones fighting. Luffy always wins because he has the will to, but Ace gave up the moment he got caught. Ace gave up, but then he got the confidence back, but then the confidence was overshadowed by the fact that, and like, in the Ace novel, in the normal manga, we know that Ace spent a lot of his time talking about his brother to other people. Ace gave up on his own journey a long time before Marineford. It wasn't that he gave up in Marineford. His drive was always, first and foremost, protect Luffy. Then make Whitebeard the Pirate King. Then deal with other shit. And so, it's not that Ace lost the will to fight. It's just like, in that moment, Ace had to make a split decision, and it was just, his life is more important than my life. He's my little brother. I'll protect him. And he did. He took that in stride. I would agree with Whitebeard's statement, as even Big Mum regarded him in a higher level than the other Yonko. I mean, it's hard not to. I mean, like, I'm not shitting on the numbers here, but Little Oars Jr. is probably 1v10ing the numbers, even though they're all the same size, right? Like, the numbers are like, oh, we're big and gawky, but we're giant. Little Oars Jr., that man is sitting out here just like, he's got his sword, just like, what you gonna do, bitch? I'll cut the shit out of you. I mean, you saw the way he 1v10'd essentially the giant platoon in Marineford. Just walking around, just bashing them down. So, like, Whitebeard's crew, and it's hard, right? Because you got to remember, 2 years ago, this wasn't the Beast Pirates, right? There was no... 2 years ago, there were nowhere near as many gifters, right? There was no Drake on the crew. Not that Drake has been a significant portion here, right? Like, the Beast Pirates have gotten a lot stronger in the recent couple of years, and they keep compounding their strength in the last couple of years. So it's like, you go back 2 years, right? Big Mum doesn't have Beige. Big Mum... Oh, was Beige the only person that was on her team? She doesn't have Beige, she didn't have Jinbei. Kaido doesn't have Hawk and Zappu, and half the gifters, arguably, and Drake, you know what I mean? Like, 2 years ago, Whitebeard was definitively a cut above the other Yonko, outside of maybe Shanks' crew. By the way, if you haven't seen that already, Shanks' crew's names were revealed in SBS. I was looking at that this morning. I'll do a video about that soon. Lime Juice. What a name. Odd choice. Probably the most interested about him, though. And also wondering whether or not, because Rockstar wasn't included... I'm rambling there. Shanks' crew is balanced, whereas Blackbeard is power monsters. I mean, are they? I know this is going to sound like a red hot take. Blackbeard's crew don't impress me. And it's not because they're not strong, it's like Blackbeard made a crew of people that have already been beaten and captured. Well, to be fair, we haven't seen Shanks' crew go all out, so we don't know which direction his team will veers off in. Yo, okay, I'm just gonna say this now. We got Shanks' crew revealed in SBS. I don't think we're seeing them do anything on screen throughout the rest of the story. I think genuinely the red hair pirates are going to get disbanded soon because they're going to get beaten, and I think the reason why we're getting Film Red and the reason why we're getting the name of his crew is probably because we're getting the end of the red hair pirates soon. In all honesty, probably Blackbeard, but who knows? We don't know what's going on there. Monster took Kid's arm. Yo, gotta watch out for Monster, right? Monster took Kid's arm. Just wait. Next time they go have a rematch, Kid's gonna be there with his big robot arm. Just like, come on, man. Monster's gonna sneak around like a monkey from Thailand and be like, I'm gonna steal this arm. This shit's mine. All of a sudden, Kid's gonna go throw a right hook and his little stump's gonna be there and he's gonna be like, what? What the shit? Monster's gonna be in the background flinging his shit at a Kid, just like, haha. I think it'll take a lot of people to take down one Blackbeard commander since they are on a level 6 Impel down where Forgotten People go. Yeah, but level 6 people were just people worth over 100 mil. Level 6 prisoners are literally, apart from outliers like Crocodile that got in there for other reasons and that, level 6 prisoners are, like, they're impressive. By all means, they're impressive, but it's, like, the Topiropo would be level 6 prisoners. You know what I mean? Any commander, any Topiropo, any New World captain would probably be in level 6. Level 5 or level 6. Monster is a commander. Monster versus Chopper. Yo, okay, so I don't know if Monster is a commander. That's what I was going to say. Like, because they named Monster, and I don't know if he's a commander or not. It would be funny as shit if he was a commander, because it's like, imagine Monster rocks up to Ruskiner, and all the animals are like raging and about to beat him, and Monster's coming around like Gear 4, just uppercutting giant elephants and that, just like, come on, man. Throw those fists. But, yeah, it'd be interesting. Yo, we got 8 people watching at the moment. Yo, shout out to you guys and girls. If you haven't done so already, like I said earlier, alright, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for more notifications for content like this. Help me hit my 100 Berry Man arc. Yes, that is a not a lockdown, a Jaya reference. Also, Blackbeard do not choose them, but they are the ones who eliminated those who are freed in level 6. They killed them. So, Monster is higher than Rockstar. Yo, that's funny. I mean, Rockstar was only 94 mil pre-time skip. Rockstar is like a thrifty Bobbins, you know? But he's the dude that's just like, you know how Bobbins would pull up and it's like, yo, mama, what's up? That's Rockstar. It's just like, yo, guys, what's up? All the boys are just like, it's this fucking guy. Whatever, let him in. Okay, get it well. They're level 6 prisoners, right? They're level 6 prisoners, but hear me out. Level 6 prisoners of people that have all been beaten. So it's not like they've got a clean win-loss record like, you know, the Beast Pirates here. They had their ass handed to them at some point, and then they're on a redemption arc to get better by having beaten other people in their cells with them, right? Then after that, they've gotten new devil fruits and shit like that. Like, they're going to be strong. They're going to be strong. They're going to be cool as shit to see. But I could also see Blackbeard sacrificing his crew to get a step ahead. Like, Blackbeard is still a schemer through and through. And I could see him, like... I could see the crew thinking that they're top shit, especially because they were going to abandon him if Blackbeard didn't pull through. But what if, you know how they were going to abandon him if it didn't work out? Blackbeard's like, oh yeah, my plan for it to work, I'm going to dog you boys, so catch you later, how about that? You know what I mean? I could definitely see it happening like that. Yeah, this was a damn good chapter, though. How much... Oh, this is hard. How much stronger is Sanji now? Because Sanji saw Invisible Queen. Does that mean Shiryu's kind of useless? Or is the technology science different to the devil fruit? Because the devil fruit is the clear fruit. You know what I'm saying? So it could make you sort of undetectable. Yep, one of Blackbeard's biggest weaknesses is his arrogance, and a lot of that dribbles off onto his crew. I mean, could you imagine the infighting if Blackbeard ditched the crew, and then all of a sudden we've got Avalaro Pizarro, I think that's his name, going meow. I'm gonna be the pirate king. Follow me, guys. And all of a sudden it's infighting. Where everyone's just like, dude, you're not even the first commander, let alone the second or third. Get out of here, you goddamn big ass pussy. So Sanji just low diffed Queen. He beat his meat. Sanji kicked the shit out of Queen. The question is Sanji down now? Is Queen down now? Or is Queen getting back up? I think the One Piece YouTube community is more of a Zoro fan, though, or Haki fan. Yo, dude, I'm a Zoro fan. I'm also a Sanji fan. It's like, dude, I love both of these characters for two completely different reasons, right? Pre-time skip, Zoro was my favorite character. Post-time skip, I put Sanji well above over Zoro because the nuances of his character are so much more engaging to me now I'm older. And it's like, Sanji is like character and plot with badass moments. Zoro is badass moments with occasional plot. You know what I mean? It's like, that's all it is. Well, Zoro is an awesome character, to be fair, so it's understandable. 100%. And I mean, it comes down to like what you want to use. Like, Zoro at the moment is struggling with King. The reason why so many people are hype is because Zoro's going through what Sanji's just gone through all to post-time skip. You know what I mean? Except because they know he's going to pull through, instead of going, oh, it's trash, Sanji's getting his ass handed to him by this guy and this guy and this guy, he's useless. Everyone's sitting there watching Zoro get the shit kicked out of him by King, just going, oh, it's going to be so good when he beats him. You know what I mean? Did you read the top comment on the chapters page? Sanji just speaking French at this point? Yo, dude, Sanji is just speaking. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Ifrit versus Ashura, who's stronger? Ashura. Ashura is by far stronger because Ashura is a single move. Ashura is not a transformation. Ifrit, it's a full transformation. Look at him. He transforms. So instead of Diable Jambe, it's Ifrit Jambe. So it's a new mode to go in. It's like Gear 2 or Gear 4, right? He sustains it. You've got the fire and the explosions and the strength and all that shit. And his hits just land a lot harder. It's like, I don't know if you remember, but in Annie's lobby, right? Like, there's only 2 Ashura-based moves. I think it's Faster the Dead, Dead Man's Game, and Silver Mist. I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 Ashura-based moves, right? It's not a transformation. So yeah, Ashura is stronger than this if you were hitting like a Dragon Ball style power scaling punching bag. What would you rather have in combat? Probably the Ifrit, Ifrit Jambe, because it's a full mode that you can use consistently and keep fighting in. You know what I mean? It's like, they're 2 very different things, because they're 2 very different fighting styles. You know what I mean? Like, Zoro's typical fights is, he's a one-shot tank. He stands there, cops a lot of damage, he's just eating it up, can't hit people, and then the minute he hits people, it's a one-shot. Sanji's the dude that like gets beat around for a bit, gets weakened, gets nerfed, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna transform and I'm gonna fuck you up. And when he transforms, it's like this, dude. It's just a quick few little smacks about, and then all of a sudden you're on the floor just like, what just happened to me? If Zoro is just left with one sword, he can still use three sword style using. That's funny. Yo, Ashura, three sword style. That's funny. I think Ifrit Jumbe is based on Sanji's endurance. Define endurance, Xwell, because what I'm saying here isn't necessarily endurance. It's more based on because we've been it's been a poignant thing of Oda to address the fact that Sanji's weaker physically, not because of arm necessarily because of arm and haki, but it's like he just didn't have as much of an oomph with his hits post time skip, right? Like he got his leg cracked by Virgo. Dofi blocked him with his cape. Um, Sanji just didn't finish, right? And he would get injured while fighting. Him here, what he's saying is he was getting injured because he has to hold back because although he's capable of hotter fire that does more damage, it hurts him as well. Now, because he's got the exoskeleton, he can go hotter. It doesn't hurt him. He can move faster because of the German mods kicking in. Like, he's got more endurance and strength in that. Like, this isn't just like a... Like, Diable Jambe does internal organ damage with the fire, right? So it bypasses some defense. This bypasses some defense, adds a strength boost, a defense boost, a speed boost, and seemingly even arguably adds an extra effect of lightning depending on if this is lightning or not. You know what I mean? To be fair, Queen received multiple blows of Ifrit Jumbe, so it's not surprising if he's down. I mean, his capacity to fight, like, energy consuming. Honestly, I don't think this is actually going to be any more draining than Diable Jambe. I just think it's... He gets more hits in, and he's a more, like, pinpoint type of fighter. I think one of the reasons why Sanji dropped a little on the popularity poll was because not a lot of people liked the Whole Cake arc in general. Dude, I'm rereading a Whole Cake and I'm loving Sanji. And it makes sense. Because Whole Cake is also set up for Wano, right? So, it's always darkest before the dawn. Sanji had to hit a low point. He had to sort of look a bit shit compared to some other people out there for Ifrit Jumbe. Just like how he had to not believe enough in Luffy that he went with the Big Mum pirates, let that whole shit unfold. For this arc, for him to go, Robin, save me. Like, that moment with Robin, right? Like, just narratively, there's so many layers to it. Because it's, in a fight, Sanji unable to hit a woman asking for help. That's the first layer. That's the, I get it. Layer 2 is Robin going, I want to live, and knowing what it's like to have to rely on someone else. Number 3, Robin takes it so personally and is so happy about it as well because she understands that Sanji is like Zoro and Luffy. Sanji puts the burden of the crew and everything on his shoulders constantly. Except unlike the others, he's got more flaws. He's got more holes for the light to shine through. Sanji asking Robin for help there and Robin like being like, thank you for trusting me. I've been in your situation where I needed to trust other people, so I appreciate you trusting me now. Right? I appreciate we're there as a people. It's also Sanji almost coming into his own in like a captain standpoint as well. Like it is great writing. It is actually so good for the character. Like honestly, the super speed and strength drain a lot of energy. They do drain more energy, I think, but it seems like Sanji's still doing them casually, so I don't think it's that much of a factor. They would still give that arc a solid 7 out of 10. Honestly, I would give Whole Cake Island more than a 7 out of 10. I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10, 8 out of 10. I'm rereading it now, and it's like, dude, I love so much of that arc. We got cool food-based stuff, bipolar pudding. The first time we saw a Yonko fighting and doing anything crazy. We got the Luffy versus Cracker fight, which was week to week. That was some god tier shit. We got Luffy versus Katakuri, the best fight arguably in the series, right? That's still up for debate, but arguably, right? We got a new Gear 4 form. We got Jinbei fighting. We got to see our first look at, you know, a Yonko crew's dynamic and how broad spectrum powerful they are and how diverse they are. You know, like, it was a great arc. Reading it in bulk, it's a lot better than reading it week to week. I think Sanji was training his arm haki recently. He said it's so in the chapter. Did he say he was training it? I think when he says, oh, I think that's more implying to his time skip armament haki training, but you could be right. He could have been training his armament haki over the last 2 weeks. Because Sanji has been getting stronger, and armament haki does get stronger with you. Because you got to remember, he went from Virgo snapping his leg almost with haki to Sanji clashing with Doflamingo to Sanji overwhelming Oven and Daifuku a bit, right? To then Sanji messing around with, Drake and other people. Like, Sanji's gone through a lot of people. Sanji's fought a lot of people that I would say are easily in the 300 mil range, right? Consistently post time skip. So all of that adds up for his haki. So it definitely is a haki boost. So you're not wrong. Actually, come to think of it, I'd like to see a discussion video where you rate all the One Piece arcs. That'd be a pretty cool way to fill in the One Piece break period. Honestly, it would be, and I may have to organise that. I know this is going to sound blasphemous. I'm a little bit happy that next week is a break. Because not only do I have to organise moving, but Halo comes out on Wednesday, and I'm going to be streaming my playthrough of Halo Infinite, but I am so excited for that game. The bad thing at the same time, the best thing Whole Cake Island is that Sanji didn't know the Whole Cake Island team's full struggle just so he can enjoy cooking with pudding. Like, he's really having fun doing it while the Whole Cake Island team is hanging on to life. True, but that's also who Sanji is, and it's a crime of passion. Yep, baking delicious sweets will do that to you. That's what the people is pissed at. But to make a delicious food, Sanji must be happy. Yeah, bro, can't be messing up the recipe with salty tears. But I didn't think he made an accomplishment in having Big Mum faint from his food. I mean, Sanji at this point in time is probably the best chef in the world. Like, honestly, he's probably already the best chef in the world. So it was a feat for his cooking, right? But it's also a feat for his personality, because the reason why Luffy hired him to be part of the crew, recruited him in the first place, is that he fed even enemies. And he would deal with the enemies, even if he struggled, when they came after. I mean, you guys are getting pissed here about Big Mum? Sanji feeding Big Mum and going, oh, he's wasting time feeding Big Mum. He did the same thing with Jin. Literally, the introduction of Sanji into the series is a small version of Whole Cake Island. So, I can understand the frustration and the upset, because you're wanting Sanji to be more switched on. But at the same point in time, like, Sanji is someone that would die by his principles. Like, you gotta remember, like, his chivalry is a perfect example of this, right? He knows he's in the wrong in some situations. He just can't overcome that. And he knows that. So he's got to rely on other people. Yeah, he can't be messing up with what he did. Like, she just recovered. Yeah, Big Mum did just recover like crazy. Yeah, okay, chat. Is Big Mum down? That's not Big Mum, sorry. Is Queen down? Have we seen the end of the cyborg Brachiosaurus? On the kindness scale, I'd put Sanji in first on the crew. Yeah. But yeah, he said it's so delicious that it'll make Big Mum faint. Instead, it powered her up back to her original strength. I mean, that's part of what Sanji does, though, because his food is so good. Yeah, it made Big Mum faint for a second. Like, she went, oh, so good. Did that gross panel of her just covered in cream. She passed out in bliss for a second, but then she powered up because Sanji's food is designed to, like, no matter what you eat of his, It's designed to make you Hulk out. It's Popeye's spinach. Sanji's not kind with kids. Sanji's okay. There's a difference. Sanji is kind where kindness is needed. Sanji is just not overtly kind for the sake of being kind. And there's a difference there. And I'll give you some examples, right? Sanji and Bon Clay at the end of their fight. Bon Clay reached out in friendship at the end, going, wow, we've become comrades throughout this conflict. Thank you for sparing me. Sanji still kicked him. You know what I mean? You could make an argument that that's not kind. But at the same point in time, like, Sanji went out of his way to protect, how am I forgetting his name? Kinemon. To protect Kinemon and help find Kinemon and Momo in Punk Hazard. Like, Sanji's kindness, like, Sanji can be mean and ruthless, but his kindness is there when he can sense someone needs kindness, if that makes sense. Remember on Punk Hazard, Nami's the one who fought for the kids? Yeah. Because Sanji... That's a good example. Because Sanji is like a weird mix, right? Of he's kind one moment, but he's also got to be like a commander for the Straw Hats the next. I think it would be a fitting end for Queen, unless the Dino has an ace up his sleeve. It's pretty much fulfilled his role as a stepping stone for Sanji. Okay. So how would you feel if Queen and King go down? Sanji this chapter beat Queen. Next chapter, Zoro beats King. Right? How would you feel about that? Act 3 ends in a little bit. The main conflicts start up. And then all of a sudden, King and Queen get back up. Because they're awakened zones. And Zoro and Sanji have to do the same fight again, but quicker. How would you feel about that? I think it would be a fitting end for... Oh, yeah, I already read that. Nami's tough, but she's the kindness. When Vivi saw his butler explode on Cactus Island, Nami's the one who noticed it and immediately come to Vivi. Yeah. Because Sanji's not always kind like that. Like, Nami is the heart. Like, okay. Usopp's the everyday man of the crew. He's the guy that we relate to the most because he's not super special, and neither are we. Nami's the heart of the crew, right? Luffy's the backbone of the crew. Zoro's, you know, the faith of the crew, the trust of the crew. Sanji fulfills so many roles on the crew, though. Like, he's Mr. Prince, you know what I mean? It's fine since Big Mom and Kaido are the stars. Yeah, true. Yeah, this is a... what would I rate this chapter? Ooh. I think this chapter is... Oh, God. Fair bit actually happened. Like, yo, Queen shooting lasers from his eyes is broken, especially if they're the same... Is Ichiji and Queen's eye lasers as strong as Kizaru's? Yay or nay? I guess what I'm looking for is passionate in Sanji's case, I think. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. I get what you mean, Kuma. The chapter's an 8. 9 out of 10. Okay. Was there good action in this chapter? Yes, there was some top tier action in this chapter. I really enjoyed the action. So it's got the action tick for me. Was there good plot in this chapter? Did the plot move forward? Yes. Was there any big reveals? Kind of. We know that Sanji can sense invisibility. We know that Queen has all the German kids' abilities. We got a bit more context on that, and we got a new power-up for Sanji. And Sanji's able to kick cleanly through steel robotic arms and legs. in his regular Diable Jambe form. I think this chapter has to be an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10. Really. It had comedy with Queen's face when Sanji disappeared. It had a form change. It was a really short chapter. Like, goddamn, it was short. And Queen didn't give anything new, like, use that power in a different way. Yeah, I get ya. I get you,Ixwell. Queen would have been so much more menacing if he used the invisibility earlier, I think. I think a big problem with Queen here is he used the invisibility right at the end and then proceeded to get the shit beat out of him. Like, literally just get absolutely ragdolled around. But that is what it is. Okay, prediction for next chapter is Zoro versus King. And it's going to be titled Zoro versus King. Because, do you know what? Chapter 1034 ends One Piece Volume 102 or 103. So, this will be the end of a volume. So, yeah. Zoro versus King for the next one. And then maybe 2 or 3 chapters after that, we get the end of Act 3. Potentially. Like the goofiness fade this chapter, yeah. Definitely Zoro versus King, yeah. 100%. Next chapter, Zoro versus King. Look, I mean, the title, man. Ooh. Alright. Look, I might wrap the stream up here a bit earlier tonight. And I should definitely do a discussion video, because we haven't done one properly the last couple of weeks. I know I keep promising it. Need to do one. Get one done on Sunday night. Might try and get a few people in on it. The most... Oh, God. No fight is going to be as top tier in Onigashima as Cracker Earlobes and Multi-Face Man. Alright, Kuma's regular question for the ending parts of the stream. What are your 3 favourite bounty poster designs? Did you not hear me answer this last week? My 3 favourite bounty poster designs? Oh, who did I say? It was Luffy, Shanks... Oh, how can I forget that? How can I forget that? Because with that, I got a dip for some much needed Z's. Yo, you and me both, my guy. I'm here. I'm loving it. This was a great chapter, but it wasn't enough to keep me awake, and I'm exhausted today. Restwell, I know you've done a lot this day. Like the stream, guys, and subscribe, yo. Yeah, definitely. If you haven't done so already, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icons for all notifications of content like this. Follow me on the socials. I've got to do a video for Dragon Ball. I've got to do a video for Boruto. I've got to do got to upload the video for the Ace novel. I've got to be doing some Halo Infinite stuff next week. All while moving and working full time. So I'm exhausted, but yeah, I really appreciate each and every one of you coming along for the journey with me and just experiencing these great stories. So shout out to you guys as well. Shout out to you guys as well. Bounty posters, Nami, Robin, and if Boa got one, Boa. I think the last one I asked was about the Jolly Rogers. Or did I done goof? I think you asked... I think last week you asked about the posters. But I mean, I can answer the Jolly Rogers too. My favourite Jolly Rogers. Again, Redhead Pirates are #1 because that is a goddamn beautiful Jolly Roger. And I'm not talking about the goofy one. I'm talking about the one on the island that Bartolomeo burned down, because that shit sends shivers down my spine. Ooh, Red Hair Pirates, Spade Pirates. Whitebeard pirates. Those are probably my 3 favorite Jolly Rogers. Law. No, get rid of the Whitebeard pirates. Law. I almost forgot. The man that has my heart himself. What a day. Trafalgar Law. Yo, actually, do you know what? Ending the stream with the question you're asking me, I'm gonna end the stream with the question asking you, and you can bring it back to me next stream or next video, right? If you go back and reread the official translation of Law's flashback, I think it is 775-ish, 785-ish, around then. The Corazon flashback. The Corazon flashback. There's a moment where Law's talking about his identity, and he goes, "Oh yeah, well, you know, my name's Secret, right? The D is an alias, but my secret name is Water." So I've got a question for you guys and girls, right? If D is an alias, that changes what the meaning of the D is. And Law knows somewhat what the name behind the D is, or at least knowing it's an alias, right? But why is Water a secret name, right? If you don't believe me, go check it out. It's around chapter 775, 785. Between there, it's in the Corazon flashback. The chapter that Corazon hears Law's... the chapter that Law hears Corazon speak for the first time. So check that shit out. Sanji's ugly one, since there was a whole side story around it. Nami's one where she's posing like a model, and Chopper's 50 Berry Bounty one. Those are some good picks, Daniel. Yo, you know what? The Sanji one is actually beautiful. I love it. I love all of Sanji's poses, but I love how Nami just constantly keeps posing and doing modeling shots, and she keeps pretending like she fell for it. You know what I mean? She's 100%. She knows what she's doing. Anyway, I'm going to call the stream there. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. Peace, nothing but love, nothing but respect. Until the next stream, until the next chapter of One Piece, I'll notify you in Discord or on Twitter if I'm doing a video next week for One Piece. Obviously, being a break, I might organise to do something a little fun, especially since it's coming up to Christmas time or holiday season. All right, whatever it is you celebrate. And yeah, I'll call the stream there. I'll go back to you on that one with that. Peace out, everyone. Yo, peace out, Kuma. Peace out, XOL. Peace out, Daniel. Peace out, everyone that was in the stream. Goodbye. Have a damn good day. Goodbye.